Hey guys, what's up? It's Mike Yancey here, and today I'm going to bring you guys another player review. Today we're going to be looking at the card that just came out last weekend, one card I was very excited to get. Donovan McNabb, limited time. This card, hands down, a lot better than Michael Vick. I'll just say that right off the bat. As you see, I don't have the second chemistry AB maxed out. I don't even have it on tier 1, and honestly this card doesn't even need it. As long as you have chain mover maxed out, that's really all you need. I also have the awareness, he gets a boost with that, so that's +2, but he's a quarterback, so it really doesn't matter. Donovan McNabb, hands down, when he played at a high level and when the Eagles were making the playoffs every year, he was definitely a top 5 quarterback in the league, and I am so happy and thrilled that he finally got a really good card in LUT. And hands down, he is just like Steve McNair, the boss card, and maybe a lot like Michael Vick. Now, Vick was my quarterback before McNabb, and I had the limited time Vick. I ended up selling the Michael Vick for this McNabb, and I made just about 1,000,000 coins in profit by just like flipping them and switching them out. But a couple key things, because I am so used to Vick compared to McNabb, is when people get in McNabb's face and he's about to get hit or he's about to get sacked and he just throws the ball to the receiver, he does not throw a ball that's like a crazy throw or aims it weird or overthrown, underthrown, none of that. Michael Vick, I got that a lot with, especially online, where someone would come just about hit Vick or get right in his face and then he just throws the ball completely like insanely weird and it gets picked and stuff like that. And when Vick first came out, when I made the review on Vick, it did not happen that much, but lately it was the deciding factor. So when I got McNabb, there was that I factored into it. As you see right here, he could have easily gotten sacked, and he didn't. And he's able to throw the ball, throw it to Jerry Rice, clutch moments. I'm losing here by a touchdown. Has another throw right here, perfect on target. The card is very, very good at throwing the ball, especially when you have time in the pocket. Compared to Vick, he throws dots. It's always there. And his throw medium is a lot better than Vick's at 98. Honestly, I would compare it to the Super Bowl Tom Brady. As long as you have McNabb maxed out with chain mover, his throw medium is just insanely good. As long as you make good reads and you have a good scheme, he'll get the ball to the receiver, and as long as your receiver can catch, it's hands down one of the best. Another thing with McNabb that I notice compared to Michael Vick, maybe more compared to the boss McNair, is when McNabb does get hit in the pocket, he tends to shrug people off and spin move and break defenders off, which is pretty cool because McNabb was like that in real life. But he's just so reliable. The card is so good. Like, I'm trying so hard not to be biased because I am an Eagle fan and McNabb was one of my favorite players growing up. But the card, you gotta play with them, like, especially the limited time one. If you don't have the coins and you can afford the set version, I would guess is just like the limited time version. There's really not that much of a difference. Maybe a couple of stats are 1 or 2 better, but look at that. People right in McNabb's face and he's still able to throw the ball, a perfect pass to Julio Jones for a big game. And that's what you want, and that's how he plays online, just like that. So far, I've had the card for a week, and I played about maybe 30 online head-to-head season games, and I won about maybe, I think, 22 or 23 of them. And in every game, I've thrown 3 or 4 touchdowns with McNabb, and I think, honestly, I've thrown maybe 10 picks, if that, and they were all bombs where I was losing or whatever. But McNabb is so good, and speaking of bombs, just look at the perfect placement when I do bomb it deep with him. Like, he's kind of like Brady and Brett Favre, where McNabb can just bomb it deep, even on the run, and just, it goes straight to the receiver, or he'll put it in a place where only the receiver can get it. And that's exactly what you want. You want to make plays like this online when you're down, or when you want to, just feel like bombing it deep, or you want to make a play like this where you're losing. See right here, I'm down by 10, and that gets me right back in the game. Now, McNabb doesn't have the clutch trait, and I'm okay with that because as an Eagle fan, McNabb sometimes wasn't clutch in real life games, and I'm totally fine with that. But this card, hands down, one of the best, if not probably in the top 3 best quarterbacks in the game right now. And it's so good. And another good thing with him, as you see throwing on the run, McNabb can throw on the run and it will be a good throw. Like right there, guy in the face, that should have been a safety. He's still able to get that ball out and at least keep the drive going for now. With Michael Vick on the run, you never knew what you got, because throws like that, Vick would throw it in the dirt, or he'll throw it at the sideline, or be underthrown, overthrown, whatever the case may be. But right here, throw on the run into triple coverage, and Julio Jones is still able to make the catch, which is insane. One notice thing with him is he's obviously not going to be as fast as Michael Vick, but McNabb will break tackles, he will stiff arm guys, and he runs just like Boss McNair. As you see right here, a beautiful stiff arm, and he's able to get the first down. This McNabb seriously can do it all, and if someone made a golden ticket McNabb and added him to like Michael Vick's speed, hands down the best quarterback in MUT this year. Hands down will be. This card seriously can do it all. Out of a 10, I would probably rate him a 9.7 right now, because he is definitely a top 3 quarterback in this game. He can run, he throws the ball great. Right there he fumbles, which he doesn't do much of, I will admit, unless, you know, you're trying to spin or you're in the middle of a juke or something like that. But the card, 9.7 out of 10, that's a big number, and honestly this card delivers. If you can't afford the limited time one, I say try doing the set one. He's just as good. His deep throw is only 94, which is weird, but he throws it really good, as you saw in the footage, against slow tack. The card is amazing. Like I said, I don't have him fully chemmed out, so that could be an issue why he's fumbling too a lot. I don't know, I'll look into that, but hands down, McNabb, top 3 quarterback in the game, million coins, well worth it, and guys, I hope you liked the review.